Hey everyone, it's Raizhen, and welcome to the first episode I don't know. You gotta give me a name for the show if you got an idea, guys. I'm gonna be talking about WWE in this video. I might do one for TNA this week. It would just cover last week's TNA. I probably mentioned Destination X, at least the main event, but that's about it. Ring of Honor, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on how much time I'm willing to invest in this. I like Ring of Honor, but let's be honest, not a whole lot of people watch it, which is unfortunate, but, you know, people watch WWE. I don't know why they watch WWE, but they do. I guess they like pain. I don't know. So anyway, let's start with Money in the Bank. Now, if you see me looking at my screen, it's because, well, I'm looking at my screen. I'm looking at the results. So we start with, of course, the pre-show, which is the WWE Tag Team Champions defending their titles, their R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, against Hunico and Camacho. And by the way, why are Hunico and Camacho all of a sudden teaming? I thought Camacho was just like some guy that was with Hunico. All of a sudden they're a tag team. And not only that, but they're #1 contenders. Now wait a minute. Didn't at the last pay-per-view that the primetime players, I can't even remember their names, but won the #1 contendership for the Tag Team Championship? Why are these guys getting a title shot? What did they do to earn it? I don't think Hunico and Camacho have even won a match together. But they get a tag team title shot? This is so dumb. Do you really want to make the tag team titles worth even less than they already are? As it is, no title in the WWE, except for maybe the world titles, and even that's debatable, mean anything. It's ridiculous. But anyway, the match itself was okay. R-Truth and Kofi Kingston win. I think R-Truth hits his little Jimmy or whatever the hell he calls it now, and wins and gets the pin. I forget who he pinned, but whatever. It's not really that important. So of course the tag team champions win. They're not going to lose the title on a pre-show. Now keep in mind, the tag team champions are the ones in the pre-show. Just remember that for later. Next up we kicked things off with, and this was the right decision, the Money in the Bank for the World Heavyweight Championship. The Money in the Bank briefcase. I'm not going to call it the Raw or SmackDown Money in the Bank briefcase because, quite frankly, the brand split does not exist anymore, and WWE can just stop pretending now, okay? It hasn't existed for the past year. Stop pretending it exists, WWE. So, the World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank match, this included... who the hell was in this match? Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes... Tyson Kidd, of all people, was in this match. Tensai. Santino, Christian. Sin Cara. There was one other person. Of course, their website doesn't have it listed because they're stupid. Did I say Cody Rhodes? Okay, it was, yeah, it was Dolph Ziggler, Santino, Christian, Cody Rhodes, Sin Cara, Tensai, Tyson Kidd. There was one other guy. Screw it. It totally doesn't matter. Oh, Damien Sandow. That's who it is. I always forget him. What the hell? How? So, yeah, anyway, the match is actually not good. I was surprised. It was not a good match. Tensai comes out of this match looking really good, but he's nowhere to be seen after the match. He hasn't been on TV. Why would you make him actually look good and then not take advantage of that? Tyson Kidd, another guy, looked great in this match. I'd say Tensai and Tyson Kidd looked the best. Christian looked pretty good too. The rest of them, not so much. Damien Sandow, pretty much a punching bag in this match. So was Dolph Ziggler. I guess with Dolph Ziggler, they're trying to build him like a Daniel Bryan character, where, you know, he gets knocked down, but he gets back up, and, you know, eventually comes back. The problem is that, I mean, Dolph Ziggler does win this match, which is good. I mean, I figured, you know, it's either going to be him or Cody Rhodes, but you can't keep squashing a guy and then all of a sudden put him in the main event picture and then have him lose. You can't do that with somebody like Dolph Ziggler, who is not established. You can do that with somebody like Chris Jericho, because Chris Jericho could lose 100 matches and still be championship material. He's a made man. Same with Randy Orton. Same with John Cena. You know, it doesn't hurt these guys to lose. Dolph Ziggler, he's got to get to that point, and he's never going to get there. And that's a shame. He's a great wrestler, but, I mean, Vicky Guerrero does nothing for him. It really detracts from him, but whatever, it's WWE. They're dumb. They can't help it. So yeah, Dolph Ziggler wins, gets the briefcase. The finish was... The whole match was sloppy. Sin Cara was botching the whole time. He gets powerbombed through a ladder again. But then he's fine. Remember this. He got powerbombed through a ladder. Last time he was out for months, kayfabe-wise. This time he was on SmackDown. Or no, he was on Raw 1000. Consistency? Like, either getting powerbombed through a ladder kills you or it doesn't. You can't have it both ways. But anyway, the finish is Christian has it won. He's at the top, everybody's dead. Christian's standing there reaching for the briefcase. He's got it. Dolph Ziggler was supposed to get up because he gave the Fame-Ass, or whatever he calls it, to Tensai into a ladder, which somehow killed Dolph Ziggler too. I don't know how it killed him too. Whatever, it did. So Christian has to look like an asshole and actually hits the briefcase so that it starts flying behind him. So he's like, oh, I can't get it. I can't. Oh no, I hit it behind me. Oh no. Just grab it! What are you doing? This goes on for about 45 seconds. Finally, Dolph Ziggler gets off his fat ass and runs up the ladder. Now he's fine, by the way. He was dead a minute ago. Now he's running up the ladder. Because he's late. He was supposed to crawl towards, like, you know, he's like crawling, like, ugh. And then he sees, he's like, oh shit, Christian's already up there. Da-da-da-da. What the hell took you so long, you idiot? So he throws Christian off. By the way, he kills Christian when he does it. He throws him into another ladder, and Christian almost lands on his head. Way to go, Dolph Ziggler. Christian takes so much abuse for that company, and he's treated like shit. Ever since, I'm still furious at what they did with him, with the whole Randy Orton thing. I mean, guy's been in business for so long, and they do that to him. But Ziggler wins, which is fine. Now they're going to build him to make him strong, right? You silly fools. They're not going to build him to make him strong. His job is to get squashed. You think they're going to give him the title? They're going to feed him to Sheamus. That's all they're going to do. Watch. I guarantee you he's not going to be the champion. Maybe he will. Maybe I'll be wrong. But we'll see. And if he is a champion, he'll just be a transitional champion back to Sheamus. But anyway. Next up, we have filler bullshit. Or did we go straight to the World Heavyweight Championship match? I think we went straight to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Yeah. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. If I can say something about Alberto Del Rio, a lot of people don't like him. Like, they legitimately don't like the guy. I don't know why. He's a good wrestler. I like him a lot, actually. I think a lot of people aren't used to his style of wrestling. He reminds me a lot of like a Bret Hart kind of guy, where he'd really like work for his sharpshooter. Like, you know, in Bret Hart's case, he'd be working the back for the sharpshooter, the back and the legs. Whereas Alberto Del Rio works the arm for the cross arm breaker. And this leads to a pretty slow match. I mean, yeah, Daniel Bryan has a submission finisher too, but Daniel Bryan's a lot faster at working the arm. I mean, yeah, he'll still work the arm, but he also, you know, he's just a faster paced guy all around. So he doesn't work the arm as consistently as Del Rio. Del Rio pretty much only works the arm, which is fine. Sheamus is pretty good at selling it. Del Rio basically has the advantage for almost all of the match. Surprisingly, Ricardo Rodriguez plays almost no role in this match. I don't know why. He never interferes, and he interferes, I think, one time where Sheamus is a freaking moron and goes, "Oh, you better stay away from me. I can't see how this could possibly..." Oh, enziguri. It's like, okay, I guess Sheamus is an idiot now. I mean, to be fair, every babyface does this stupid thing where they just look at the manager. Like, who cares? Let the guy grab your ankle, and logically the referee would see it and throw him out. I mean, but no, they don't think. But yeah, I know. It's not a big deal. It's just always bothered me about wrestling. But anyway, my problem with this match is that for the vast majority of it, Alberto Del Rio is on the offense, but he can never lock in the cross arm breaker. We never see the arm breaker in this match. How can you have a guy work the arm the entire match and never lock in his submission? It could have made Sheamus look good. Have him get to the ropes. Have him do something. I like the cross arm breaker. I wanted to see it, but no, I guess not. But the finish comes when Sheamus, all of a sudden out of nowhere, hits the white noise. He doesn't do the high cross anymore. I guess it's considered a dangerous move, which I guess makes sense. It is pretty dangerous. The guy's neck snaps. But I kind of miss him doing that. But, oh well. The white noise is okay, too. Now, he doesn't pin. I thought the white noise was a finisher. Now it's not a finisher? Now it's a signature? I'm really confused here. Because he keeps doing this now. He'll hit the white noise, he goes in the corner, and looks like an idiot going, "Bro! Bro! Bro! Bro!" Or brogue, or whatever. I think he says brogue. And then for some reason, the guy never avoids the brogue kick. The guy is shouting brogue at the top of his lungs and you can't avoid it? Okay. It's better than it coming out of nowhere all the time. But I don't know. I don't like the brogue kick as a finisher. Because he ends almost all of his matches with it now. And it's always the same way now. He'll do some sort of move, go in the corner, and just shout brogue over and over again, and then he hits the brogue kick. I don't know. It bothers me. So he wins. Match was only about 15 minutes long. So we have two matches that are like By the way, the Money in the Bank match was only like 25 minutes long too. So it hasn't even been an hour yet. And at this point, I'm dreading because I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, oh my god, how much filler is going to be on this pay-per-view? And then all of a sudden, Alberto Del Rio starts attacking Sheamus. And I'm like, oh my god, no. No, they're going to have Dolph Ziggler cash in right now. Sure enough, I'm here to show the world plays, whatever his stupid music is. He comes down, gives the briefcase to the referee, tries to, and for no reason at all, Del Rio's like, I'm not going to let you do that. So now Del Rio apparently cares about Sheamus. Now they try to pass this off next week by saying that Del Rio didn't want to give Ziggler his scraps. But why would Del Rio care who he had to face? Like, wouldn't he rather face Dolph Ziggler? This makes no sense. Why does he care? Either way, he wins the title, right? If he beats the champion. It's not... You know, I could understand this if maybe, like, Del Rio had some deep-seated hatred to Sheamus. But Sheamus is the one with the hatred to Del Rio. Because Del Rio's, sinister side attacking, Sheamus. Sheamus has done nothing to piss off Del Rio. So what the hell's going on here? It's like they're teasing a Del Rio Ziggler feud, but then next week they start teasing Jericho and Ziggler. I'm really confused here. Like, where are they going with this? But Ziggler hits him in the face with a briefcase, which looked good. For some reason, Ricardo Rodriguez just leaves. Now, he hands the referee the briefcase. At this point, he's cashed in. That's my understanding of the rules, right? Maybe I'm wrong about this, but then all of a sudden, Ziggler gets hit with a brogue kick. What? Sheamus was in the cross arm breaker for about a minute. All of a sudden he's up and can do a brogue kick? What the hell is he, Super Sheamus? I wouldn't have so much of a problem with this if immediately after hitting the brogue kick, Sheamus takes his time and goes, yeah! Yeah! Still the champion! Yeah! You were just dead! How can you celebrate like that? He doesn't show an injury to his arm. He's fine. He's John Cena. Sheamus is fucking John Cena now. He's Super Sheamus. You can't have the guy, like, raise his title weekly and hold his arm like he's fucked up? That's too much to do? I don't know, you got me. I don't get it. Total bullshit. So again, Dolph Ziggler looks weak. He's no threat to Sheamus. Great job. Del Rio looks like an idiot. So great job there. Sheamus looks invincible. Well, I guess if that was your goal, good job. There is now no legitimate contender against Sheamus. Apparently they're doing Del Rio against Sheamus again. At least I think they are. That seems to be the indications from Raw 1000. It seems to be where they're leading. I mean, I don't know. There's no heels in this company. I don't know. So, Sheamus celebrates somehow, even though he's supposed to be dead. I don't know. And then we enter filler hell. We have Primo and Epico against the Primetime Players. Now wait a minute. The Tag Team Championships are defended on the pre-show. But the number one contenders are on the pay-per-view. What? So the number one contenders are at a higher priority than the champions. That doesn't make any sense! Why wasn't this the pre-show, and then the championship match is where this match is? You had time on the fucking pay-per-view, you stupid idiots! If you needed this much filler bullshit. Nobody cares about your stupid YouTube stream. You know how hard it is to watch a YouTube stream? It never works at 8 o'clock. You know why? Because YouTube throttles bandwidth. So you have to watch it at 240p. At that time. They're so stupid. Now, obviously what they're doing here, the champions are out by the table announcing, by the way. I mean, obviously what they're doing here is they're going to have Primo and Epico job to the primetime players, make the number one contenders look strong. What do you mean the primetime players lost? Yeah, I'm not kidding. The number one contenders get pinned clean in this match. What the fuck is going on? Why are the primetime players losing clean? To Primo and Epico. And by the way, when did Primo and Epico become good guys? I thought they were heels as the champions. Now they're faces? Did I miss something? Maybe I did. I don't know. By the way, AW still has his dumbass live mic. He says nothing funny, so all he is a racist stereotype of an angry black man. Because that's all WWE does. Like, if you're black in the WWE, you're either a monster, the angry black man, or you're a gangster. Not all black people are gangsters or angry. Can we please have just a black wrestler that's a good wrestler? Why does he have to be a gangster or an angry man? Don't get me wrong, I like Mark Henry's monster character, but it's like it's the only thing that WWE knows how to do. Does Vince McMahon not know any black people or something? He's so dumb. This is so dumb. I think Primo gets the win with a roll-up on one of the primetime players. I don't even know their names. I don't care. They're doing goofy shit. They're dancing in the ring. AW is going, yeah, swing those hips, yeah! Like, shut the fuck up! The problem with doing shit like this the sideshow becomes the main show. The match is not about the primetime players, or Epico and Primo, or even the tag team champions commentating. The match is about AW. That's a problem. And I don't know if this is ever going to... I fear they're going to give these guys the tag titles, and we're going to have to listen to this bullshit. But whatever. They antagonize the champs. Nothing comes out of it. I think AW gets splashed with water somehow. He then flips out and goes into angry black man mode, because that's how black people act. I mean, everybody knows that. Isn't AW like an idiot too, to like try and attack R-Truth? Wouldn't he get his ass kicked? Whatever. It's a dumb segment. I'm done with it. We had, of course, Divas champion, Layla, Kaitlyn, and Tamina, going against Eve, Beth Phoenix, and Natalya. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Did you just hear who I said was teaming on the heels? Beth Phoenix and Natalya. What? I thought Beth Phoenix was annoyed that Natalya was farting, and they separated. By the way, Natalya doesn't fart anymore randomly. Thank God! was the dumbest shit ever. But I thought they hated each other. Now all of a sudden they're best friends again? What the hell is going on? Anyway, I don't even know what happened in the match. I left. Layla pins Beth Phoenix. Clean. I know that. With her stupid neckbreaker finisher. I think that's her finisher. Who the hell knows what her finisher is, actually? I mean, I don't get it. They have decent female wrestlers. There's no excuse for this. Beth Phoenix, Natalya, Tamina, and even AJ, you have 4 good female wrestlers. Plus Karma, 5. Those 5 alone could rebuild the Divas division. What is going on? It hurts my head, the stupidity. So once again, Beth Phoenix is squashed. That's really all you need to know. Then we have... Now, there was a promo with Daniel Bryan at some point where he talked about how AJ was going to, I don't know, work with him tonight and he was going to win the title. It was dumb. Once again, the match was not about Daniel Bryan or CM Punk. It was about AJ. Fortunately, they did do the right thing in the match, so they made it more about... They did let the 2 guys go all out and have a good match. Got something in my eye. But, you know, AJ didn't belong in there. Now, of course, next we have the WWE Championship Money in the Bank match. What do you... No. This is kind of weird. I mean, it lists the... If you look at the results page, it actually lists that the WWE Championship match was the final match, but it wasn't the final match. You see where I'm going with this? Guess who main evented the pay-per-view? John Cena. Guess who's not the champion? John Cena. So let me get this straight. The number 1 contenders match goes on after the WWE title match. Oh god, the stupidity hurts. Oh. Logically, if I'm any one of the wrestlers and I want to be in the main event, I just go, yo, John Cena, you and me, next month at the pay-per-view. Oh yeah, I'm in the main event. Why would you care about being the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion? No, really, why would you care? I don't care. I wouldn't care. I just want to fight John Cena. He's the champion. Even when he's not the champion, he's the champion. They should just make the John Cena belt. Like, if they want him to be the champion, just give him the fucking title. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of not seeing the world title main event. It's a slap in the face to CM Punk. It's a slap in the face to Sheamus. And I don't even like Sheamus. It's disrespectful. It shows a complete lack of respect for 2 hard-working individuals. It does. It shows complete disregard for them. I don't know how anybody stays with WWE if you're treated like that. You're the champion and you're still playing second fiddle? Are they going to make a storyline out of it? Probably. But you shouldn't make a storyline out of it because you shouldn't be doing it. Period. So, we have the WWE title match. And for no reason at all, by the way, this was made a no DQ match. For what purpose, I have no idea. The only time you're supposed to do a no DQ match is if the heel keeps getting DQ'd and he's the champion. So you make no DQ, no count out, so he can't, weasel his way out. Or two guys just hate each other so much that you just gotta let them do what they gotta do to each other. You know, same reason why you want to have like a Hell in a Cell match. But it's a no DQ match. It's a great match. It's the only match that was worth really watching. Sheamus versus Del Rio was okay. But, it was an okay match. Actually, no, it wasn't okay, it was great. AJ did play very little role in it, which is good. There's a random ref bump where she gets taken out. For what purpose, I don't know. Why do they have ref bumps in no DQ matches? Shit makes no sense. It just doesn't make sense. But she gets replaced by a new referee who eventually gets kicked out by AJ, which was amusing. So in comes the teenage girl. Yes, I know she's not really a teenager, but she looks like one. Actually, she looks underage. I know she's like 25, or 24, but she looks like she's like 16. It's kind of weird that these two guys are fawning over this girl. Or at least Daniel Bryan is. It's like, okay. Match goes about a half hour, which is good. There's some really brutal things. For some reason, when AJ comes back, she actually grabs a steel chair and just sets it in the ring. And then goes into the corner. And then the two guys are just looking at her. And they're like, well, fuck it, guess we gotta get to the chair. What? Okay. So they get the chair. I think Bryan gets it. Or maybe it's Punk that gets... I don't know. Eventually they both get this chair, and they're just brutalizing the hell out of each other. And for some reason AJ's like, oh my god, how could you do that? You brought it in the ring! What did you expect was going to happen? She seriously looks like she's disgusted. It's like, what are they doing with this girl? Is she crazy? Is she not? I don't fucking know. Well, eventually Punk puts the chair in the corner, and for some reason AJ gets in front of it. She's like, no, Punk, don't throw Daniel Bryan in the corner. That would hurt him. And I can't bear to see that. Well, she doesn't say anything, but she's just standing there, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing, you crazy bitch? Get out of the way. So Daniel Bryan takes advantage. He locks in the LeBell Lock with a, oh, this was brutal. With a freaking kendo stick, he locks in a LeBell Lock. So he's got the arm, and he's got the LeBell Lock. He's got the cane. He's like, is there anything I can, like, show you this with? I don't know. Just pretend this is a freaking, pretend this is like a freaking cane. So he's got, like, the dude's face like this, and he's just wrenching it back with the cane. Oh, it looked so brutal, and at this point I'm like, Punk is gonna lose. He's gonna tap. He's in this hold for like a minute. But he gets out, powers out somehow, and then hits the go to sleep. Gets 2 count. Then he gets a table, sets it up, goes to the top, he's gonna do his elbow drop through the table. His elbow drop is awesome. I love his elbow drop. Bryan gets off, goes to the top, tries to superplex him. He gets reversed, and CM Punk super back suplexes him through the table. Oh, it was brutal. It was awesome. It was great. and he gets the 1-2-3. Gets the 1-2-3. Punk retains. Great match. AJ was, she was involved, but it was a clean match for the most part. AJ had very little role. It was just the two guys going out there doing what they do best. I liked it a lot. It was a good match. So finally, we come to the WWE Championship Money in the Bank match. Now, earlier in the night, The Miz came back. Yeah, randomly. You got me. He's got a new gimmick now. Well, it's basically the old gimmick where he's like, I'm awesome. But he doesn't shout it anymore. He just goes, he doesn't go, I'm awesome. He just goes, I'm awesome. He's doing some weird movie star thing now. Which is, it's okay. I mean, he's like more serious now. Which I like. I like The Miz. He's a good wrestler. He's one of the few guys that was really elevated by Money in the Bank. And then, of course, he was squashed after losing the title. Fuck WWE. Anyway, Miz comes out and he says, tonight there's going to be, they're not going to need just four, there won't just be 4 guys in the Money in the Bank for the WWE Championship. There'll be 5. I'll be in it. At which point I'm like, can anyone add themselves to the Money in the Bank match? Why the hell didn't, I don't know. I know Randy Orton's on suspension, but why didn't he come out and go, well, I'm adding myself too? Why doesn't the Great Khali come out and go, I'm adding myself too? Yeah, well, he was World Heavyweight Champion, right? Technically, The Rock's still employed, right? Why didn't he come out and go, I'm adding myself? Can anyone add themselves if they're a former WWE Champion? Why can wrestlers book themselves for a match? What the fuck? Who gave them this power? This makes no sense. He gets added to the match. Does he win? No. Does he do anything interesting? No. So in this match, we now have John Cena, The Miz, Big Show, Kane, and Jericho. Big Show's a fucking monster, so he's just destroying everybody. So finally, they all team up on him. They put him through a table. I think John Cena gives him an attitude adjustment through a table. And then this is a pretty good spot. This is pretty funny. They just start throwing ladders on them. like earlier you've been seeing throughout the whole show there's like 50 ladders. Like, what the fuck? But the only reason these ladders were there was so they could throw them onto Big Show. So finally Jericho comes, he's got the last ladder and he's like, I could throw this on this guy. Or I could just beat the shit out of everybody else with it. So he beats the shit out of everybody else with it. And he's like looking at the Big Show, he's like, fuck it. Throws it on him too. It was great. I thought it was well done. And Big Show's out for like 10 minutes, so it was well done. So there's a lot of close calls, a lot of teasing in this match. Mainly with Jericho. I mean, there was a part where it was Jericho and Miz. Jericho's like hanging on to the thing, and he's swinging from it. And I have to say, after what happens later in this match, thank God Chris Jericho's okay. Because the finish of this match was not supposed to happen that way, the way it did. And Chris Jericho could have been seriously injured. Thank God he's okay. But anyway, eventually Big Show gets back up, gets in the ring, beats the shit out of everybody again, and then he grabs this like monstrous ladder. I was like, whoa. And he can barely lift this thing. So he sets it up. It took him forever. He couldn't quite get it lined up. I don't think he could get. He was like couldn't get it to fully extend correctly, but he eventually gets it, and he starts climbing, and he beats the shit out of everybody. And finally, it's down to John Cena and Big Show. We do see a WMD from the top of the ladder, by the way, which I think that knocked out Chris Jericho. But Cena starts hitting him with the briefcase. Now, what's supposed to happen is Big Show's going to be hit by it a few times and then fall. And then Cena takes it down. What actually happens is this. He hits him with it. He hits it with him again. And the handle breaks. So John Cena has it in his hand. He's like, and Big Show's like, and then they show Jericho, and Jericho's looking up. He's like, what the fuck? And I can just imagine him thinking, I was swinging on that damn thing. I could have been killed. I hope he gets hazard pay for that. So Cena then just goes, fuck it, hits him again with it anyway. Big Show falls. And then they start playing John Cena's music. It's 10:45 at this point, by the way. Wait a minute. There's still 15 minutes of the pay-per-view. This pay-per-view ended 15 minutes early. These are $60 pay-per-views. And you don't even get 3 hours anymore? They're $60! Cena wins. He's your Money in the Bank. Does it do anything for John Cena? No. Does it do anything for Big Show? Or anyone else in the match? No. John Cena doesn't need the Money in the Bank. He doesn't need the title. He is a title. He's a belt himself. He's a made man. I wish they would have given it to Jericho and have Jericho cash in at SummerSlam and lose. Put Punk over one more time. Before he's supposedly supposed to leave after SummerSlam. So that was Money in the Bank. One good match. Oh, also at this match, I forgot to mention this, but Ryback had a match against Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex. Ryback gets his ass kicked. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he gets his ass kicked for 5 minutes straight. He gets covered and everything. He gets pinned for a 1 count. He gets like almost no offense, and then all of a sudden he becomes Super Ryback. Oh, clothesline. Oh, weird whatever his stupid finisher is. 1, 2, 3. It's like, what? Dude, you were getting your ass kicked. So apparently Ryback's Super Ryback too. Tired of these superhuman good guys. But anyway, that was the pay-per-view. Overall, compare this Money in the Bank to last Money's Money in the Bank. And the sad thing is, last year's Money in the Bank was way better with a way worse card. This had a good card on it. And it just wasn't that good of a show. I'm not going to offer predictions because Raw 1000 happened and it's quite clear where they went with everything, so I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to upload this while I record for Raw and SmackDown next week. Admittedly, or for the Raw and SmackDown after Money in the Bank. Admittedly, I did not watch Raw, so take my review of that with a grain of salt. But yeah, Money in the Bank, just not a very good show. If you bought this thinking that John Cena was not going to win the Money in the Bank, you're a fucking idiot, quite frankly. John Cena was going to win. I mean, it's blatantly obvious. The only guy they might have given it to was Big Show. I could have told you who was going to win every single match except for the first match. I thought Cody Rhodes would win. Honestly, I wish Cody Rhodes had won because I would have preferred seeing, I was supposed to be in the match, but, I got a second chance. Just like what Darkside Phil and John Rambo were saying on their show. But here I am, I got my second chance, and now I'm going to prove that I should not be overlooked again. But no, they went with Ziggler. It's okay, I like Dolph Ziggler, just get squashed again. I don't know. So that's it. Overall, if I had to rate this out of 10, out of 10, I'd probably give it a 3. It was bad. You had no match that was... You had one match that I maybe would give 4 stars to, or an 8. The rest of them were like... even the Del Rio match was only about a 6. The rest of them were like 3s or 4s. And the filler was like -50, so... God. No Brodus Clay, though. Thank God. But anyway, that's the end of Money in the Bank pay-per-view review. When I actually catch up to where I am, catch up to where they are now, I'll start offering my predictions on the angles. But for now, I'm going to cut it off here. I've been talking for a long time. I'll try and offer, where I would have liked things to have gone in future episodes as well. So I hope you enjoy this. Try and think of a name for this series. I'm not going to guarantee it to be a weekly thing. But, we'll see. Alright, take care.